Hey guys, this is Abhishek from Technics Media, and today we are here at the Samsung booth at Mobile World Congress 2013, and we are going to give you a hands-on review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 8.0. Here we have the device with us. If we talk about this device actually looks like a big Samsung Galaxy phone, as you can see, and it is actually not very heavy. It feels pretty light actually, as a tablet or a phablet if you can think of. Although if you talk about the display on the device is around 8-inch, which is a WXGA TFT display. If we talk about Android operating system version on it, you have Jelly Bean out of the box. On this device, let me just show you the version of Jelly Bean. Okay, so you have 4.1.2 preloaded on the device. If we talk about the overall build quality, the build quality is quite good. It feels quite premium as a phablet or a tablet. If you want to buy this particular device, you do have the speaker grill over here, so you can actually call on GSM using this device. You have a front camera as well, and then if we talk about the front camera is 1.3 megapixel, which is a fixed focus camera which can be used for video chatting. If we talk about the back camera on the device is 5 megapixel camera, which has autofocus as well. And if we talk about the dimensions and the battery on the device is 4600 milliampere hour battery. If I show you the overall video playback on the device, so this is how the video playback will look like on this device. Let me just show you. Okay, so this is how a high definition video will look like on the Samsung Galaxy Note 800. If we talk about the RAM specification, the memory, it has 2 GB of RAM, and as far as the processor is concerned, it has got 1 GHz quad-core processor. And let me just show you the RAM information as of now, which is available. Let me just show you the settings. Okay, if we go under applications, and if we take a look at the running applications, let me just show you the RAM. Okay, so it has around 845 MB of RAM, which is currently used, and 0.97 of GB, approximately 1 GB is free right now, which is making the device snappy and fast enough to use. So if we talk about the overall build quality as well as the form factor of this tablet or a phablet, basically, this is quite difficult to hold in one hand. As you can see, it is coming out of the fingers. Basically, I am not able to hold it pretty easily in one hand, although it is very light and portable, so you can actually hold it in one hand like this, and then you can carry it along with you wherever you want to. If we talk about the picture quality and the display is WXGA display, which is not a high resolution display basically. But if I show you the pictures, if I show you the color saturation, so the overall color saturation is quite good, not a problem. The pictures look quite good on this device, although the contrast level is something which needs to be improved on this device, I guess. And then we have some other pictures to show. So in terms of the color reproduction and the saturation of colors, this device is quite good. The pictures on the device looks pretty nice. As you can see, they look pretty clear actually. The detailing of the object is again pretty clear, because the display is low resolution. So let me just show you the camera UI. So this device does have a camera of 5 megapixel at the back, and let me just capture a photo which we have just captured. So this is one photo which we captured, and as you can see, the photo is quite good. Although the back camera lacks flash, so it will be difficult for you to capture photos in low light because it doesn't have flash. If we talk about the other photo, this is another photo which we captured, and if you zoom in the photo, you can see the photo is captured pretty much in detail. Everything is quite clear in the photo. The overall colors which you see is again quite nice. There is no problem with the colors as well. If I talk about the browser, let me just show you the browser interface. So the browser interface is pretty much similar which you see on other Samsung Galaxy Android phones. So the browser is quite good. As you can see, you have different tabs which you can open in the browser. So you have the option of multi-tab browsing basically. And let me just load our website. And the keyboard as well. the keyboard as well in the landscape, in the portrait mode basically right now. It is quite big. It is quite nicely designed for thick as well as thin fingers. You will be able to type without any issues. As you can see, there is no problem as far as the keyboard is concerned. And in the landscape mode, if I take a look over the keyboard, the landscape mode, the keyboard becomes much bigger. And so this device will be a very good choice if you want to consume multimedia and you want to have a phone capability, the GSM calling capability as well into a tablet. And this is pretty good in terms of the overall build quality and the design. It looks pretty nice. We have the white color of it right now available. Hopefully we will let you know if it comes in some other colors as well. And so this is how our website is actually loaded. It has loaded the mobile version of the website. As you can see, there is no problem with the kinetic scrolling as if. And if I talk about pinch to zoom is again quite fluid. There is no problem. And if I talk about panning, basically, panning is again quite smooth, but not very smooth as such. And double tap to zoom works pretty well as well. If I talk about the pre-installed application which comes on this device, let me just show you some of the pre-installed applications. So these are the pre-installed applications which you will see. There are some default applications from Android, from Google basically, and then you have a smart note as well, which comes pre-installed on this device. This seems like to be a third-party application which should make this particular phablet or a tablet basically as a remote control for your TV. So one thing which I forgot to mention is that this device does support an S Pen as well, and here we have the S Pen. This is how the S Pen looks like for the Samsung Galaxy for the Samsung Note 8. As you can see, this S Pen is again quite good in terms of the overall build quality. And let me just show you how the S Pen is going to work on this. So here we have the S Pen, and let me just create a note. So here we are under Idea Sketch, and if I so the S Pen works pretty well on this device, and whenever you write using S Pen, it is again quite fluid. There is no problem as far as the S Pen is concerned. This device comes with S Pen, it works perfectly, and it goes over here like this. So it goes over here like this. It cannot go right now because of this attachment, but it will go over here. And this device is again a very good choice if you want to buy a phablet or a tablet basically, from which you can call as well, and you can have the overall multimedia experience which you want to have on this device. The display size is 8-inch, which is quite big for a phablet base. It is quite light as well, which is something which we like. So, and as far as the bottom is concerned, you have the home button, the properties key, and the back key. So this device is again a kind of a device which is a bigger version of Samsung Galaxy devices or Samsung Galaxy phones if you've seen them. If we talk about the UI, it has got the Nature UX UI like other Samsung Galaxy phones, and you do have which sits over here even if you hold the tablet or the phablet in the landscape mode, and it does support S Pen and all of the features. I think it should also support some motion related features basically. We do have the motion related feature support as well. It does support palm swipe to capture basically, so you can capture a screenshot like this. You can swipe your palm and then it will take the screenshot and save in the gallery. And then you have palm to touch and mute and pause. Basically you can place your hand over here and it will mute the call if you are receiving the call basically at that time. So these are the places where the loudspeakers are located. Here we have the mic, and we should have a secondary mic in the back side. If we take a look over the body, the hardware and the ports basically, here you have the infrared transmitter basically. Here you have the volume rocker. On this side you have the power and sleep key basically. Here you have another hole for the mic, that is for noise cancellation. This the primary mic is over here, as you can see. If we take a look on the top, you have a 3.5mm audio jack, and here you have nothing. On this side you have a micro SD memory card slot where you can actually use micro SD memory card and expand the storage of the device. If we talk about the memory on this device, let me just show you the memory. If we go under settings and if we go under storage basically over here, So as far as the storage is concerned, so the total space is 9.67 GB basically, out of which around 7.7 GB is actually available to the user as of now. So the storage seems to be somewhere around 10 GB or something, or around 16 GB, I don't know. But out of that, only 9.78 GB is actually available, and the user available storage is 7.7 GB. This device has got 8-inch display, and if we talk about the ports, we have the loudspeaker port over here. We have a mic. This is the primary mic for noise cancellation. Here we have the section to insert the S Pen. This is how the S Pen will look like. And here we have an infrared transmitter, which will make this device work as a remote for your TV. Here you have the volume rocker, and here you have the power and sleep key. Here you have another hole for the mic, which is for noise cancellation, and on the top you have a 3.5mm audio jack over here. And on left side of the tablet, here you have the micro SD memory card slot, with which you can actually expand the storage of the device, and you can actually use micro SD memory card up to 64 GB on this device. And here you have the 5-megapixel camera, which is an autofocus camera. It does allow you to capture photos with tap to focus, as well as it doesn't have flash as well. And this is how the device looks like from the back side. That's all from us right now regarding the quick hands-on review of Samsung Note 8. We will come up with more videos like this. If you like this video, please click the like button, and you can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this. Do let us know if you have any questions related to this device. Thank you. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.